A galaxy finds itself in the middle of a war between the Dwarven Empire and the Astral Elves. You're listening to Audio Dungeon Spelljammer, the Astral Crystal.
We're outnumbered here. 10,000 to 1.
All of a sudden, as you're gliding through, Captain says, "Uh-oh, look." And you see there's one dwarf, and he's like,
Uh-oh.
Oh my
Uh-oh.
god.
That's scary. That's the scariest thing we saw all day.
Mombag.
Not sure
If we land, we might not be able to take off again.
I think it may be too late for us to escape from here. Either way, maybe at their mercy.
Go, Captain. Go to him. At the very least, we have to find out what's happening here.
he brings the
we go
vessel
again.
over, and he kind of parks the vessel so that the nose goes in and the wings like stay on the outside, but now you're against the crevasse on the side. And then you see those cannons I saw you turn,
Yeah.
and his dwarves behind him. They aim at the ship, and he goes, and he shoots a chain out to you.
That's it.
Some of the dwarves walk over to like
Help us out.
see you, greet you.
Greet you.
Read
Now
us.
you
Greet
can't
you.
leave.
Now you can't. That day they do, they walked into the wrong bar. So the captain looks at you. You're now parked, and the captain's like, what do we do? I can stay here with the ship. Make sure we're ready to go at a moment's notice.
Stay with the ship and keep your crew here.
Sire, I would say to perhaps you need to play the part here. They're not shooting us out of the sky. Either they think that we are without any sort of power, or they think you're here with purpose. Perhaps play a card.
Play a card.
If I say so. Calthar, you ought to be the next in line for the throne. Perhaps you have them think that this is going to be a new type of reign in the elven realm.
We've come here on a diplomatic mission.
Well, you should like turn into the bad guy.
Could be-
Yes.
You should say like, you know, like your father is really ridiculous, and that's why you didn't want to become. And now that you had the chance to like take the throne or something like that, go back. You're like, no, and you want to be in on this kind of stuff, and you want to work for like the Dwarven Empire or something. Whatever gets us leaving this place.
Your Highness, perhaps not so much of a complicated story, merely here on a fact-finding mission to...
Right. Dwarves want you to be fact-finding their stuff.
I think you have to go with it. I have my disguise kit here. I can make you look very rough and tough.
I think
Rough and tough.
evil is the way to go, here. Be very naughty.
disguise.
I like his idea.
I have a
Say-
naughty kid.
But I must still look princely.
Whatever you do it quick.
Well, I would not make you
Don't have
look
much
like a
time.
prince.
Put the bug in charge and say that like he caught you and he brought her here. Maybe they believe that. He's so weird that like they'll probably just believe him. I already believe it.
Master Betty?
You can put me in charge. Great things will happen.
See? I'm partially afraid.
Your Highness, perhaps word of the chaos of recent weeks has not reached this place. Need not reveal too much.
They are on a little bit off the beaten path here.
They do have technology the likes of which we've never seen before.
Jacques, do you have any connection to dwarves? From where you're from?
Connection? No, we have dwarves. Yeah, dwarves, elves, halflings, crystalborn, beastborn, all sorts of different things.
Maybe you were good friends with dwarves where you were from.
Yeah. Yep.
Maybe you and Betty can.
Oh, I don't know. I'll walk next to you like I'm like your hired guy or something, but
Yeah, I have got old security, baby. Let's do it.
thanks. Jackass.
Your Highness, perhaps you personally could lead the delegation.
Yes.
Whatever you think.
Rather than we are simply here to
Don't say fact-finding.
investigate new trade opportunities.
And find facts. He said it a different way. Did you notice?
Yeah.
Investigate trade routes with a hollow
You can
world
be-
in the middle of nowhere. Come on.
What is your plan anyway? I don't even understand.
You want to pretend that they're on a fact-finding mission in the middle of nowhere in space?
Well,
Nothing is
because we
around.
don't know about this area.
When
No one even knows this planet exists.
Of course we have to find out.
you hear knocking on the hole.
Yeah, see, now we've been...
Hello. Please open up.
Now we appear weird for taking so long.
The rogue son. May I remind you, Prince Cal?
I'll speak to them.
Put the bug in charge.
With your grant, if you...
They won't know what to do. This guy is off the wall. Look at him.
Not the Odo, no. Not the
Kalpa, if you don't make a decision now, we're all gonna die.
Nomington. You, of course, are a service model. And you are here serving your master Betty.
Yeah.
Of course. The most wise plan, Your Highness.
This is gonna be great, wood guy.
Okay, let's do it.
I over to the door.
Open it up.
Maybe you are going to hide out?
You can't be with bad guys.
I go my quarters, I guess, or I go down to like I want to be within eye shot of what's going on here,
Okay.
but not out. I
I
guess
can
visible.
use I can use my disguise kit on you as
Open
well.
the door, not till I've
They'll
time.
never know.
They don't know he is now.
I walk away.
I just want to put makeup on somebody. I don't know.
The door opens. You open the door. You see those dwarves there. They're holding weapons, but they don't seem to be like this. They're just kind of just like, "Good day. We were not expecting you.
No.
Who are you,
My name is Master de Betty.
Master de Betty?
Yeah.
And you are here to speak to the mistress, or are you here for the gathering?"
I am here because I heard here is the place to be to get that sweet, delicious Astral Crystal. However, the best way to do that, that's where I want to be, baby.
And the best part about it is all you hear is like,
They hear in their mind. Like, okay, you may follow us.
Yeah.
So they take you, and you start walking through all like the bridges, and then stairs, and then another bridge, and you just make your way through all different areas. They bring you into this large place that they've built apparently a large hollowed out room in here. The ceiling goes to probably about 100 feet, and the entire inside wall is some sort of glass, and just gives you a view of the arcane crystal.
Oh,
And it's beautiful, and it's glowing, and it's incredible.
Astral Crystal?
The Astral Crystal. Did I say arcane? Damn you, Tom! So the Astral Crystal. So you walk in and you see people are like hanging out with a rich debutante kind of feel, and some people they're having like elven wine, and they're having all sorts of things. Rob's getting excited because he's wearing a tuxedo. So you see a woman look over you, and she has like this elaborate, like, cool, futuristic outfit on, and she's human. And she walks over, and there's a few with her, and they look like they're just like help, her servants. Why, hello.
hi.
I have to admit, I don't think I've ever done business with a recrean before.
You won't forget it, baby. I'm so glad to have found my way here.
Very good. Who told you about our establishment?
I heard a few rumors from a few different people, and I put it together myself.
You are very wise recrean.
That's what they say. They call me Master de Betty.
Master de Betty, what are you a master of?
play your cards right, you'll find out.
Oh. Wow. Well, why don't you sit down and make yourself comfortable, of course, for you and your friends. Raise your hand if you're there, to be clear.
All right.
That's not really how it works, but okay. He's debating every second. He's like, I'm not there, I am there. I'm not there, I am there.
Well, you didn't ask until now, so you
it's
know.
my fault, so you
I had the option. Not for nothing.
You can see so.
It's like taking a
Wait if I
piece of the
immediately
shit.
I
ruined
was
it or not.
thinking about it. I'm there.
So, Blobbert, Calthar, the Betty, you're there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sherry,
Mm-hmm.
and Nomington. Jacques is there, and that's it. You stayed behind. He's crying. Okay, so sit down. They give you some food, some drinks, and you see some people walking around, and these people have like some sort of like ledger in their hand, and like they're taking down different notes and such. And one of the men comes over to you, and he's a dwarf, and he has like these crazy like mustache, a beard, and the hair. It looks like Dr. Wily in some weird way. He's got these interesting dreads, and he walks over to you, and he goes, I have heard that you are a prominent person that really knows the quality of things in life. Isn't that true?
Some say that.
Yes, and you are apparently some sort of master. Are you a master tradesman?
No.
What are you a master of, may I ask?
Well, you may. And I may tell you.
And what would that be?
No, I am a master of what they call the martial arts.
Oh. And how did you acquire your great wealth?
How to best put this? When you are a creature like me, and are very, very, very powerful, I raise up all my arms. Sometimes you can make people who have money do the things that you want them to do.
Oh, of course, yes.
And so that is what I did.
Okay, very good. So first thing we must do with all of our visitors is we must see what they brought and see the amount, and then we begin to bargain. Please present the wealth that you have brought to make your trade.
Okay.
I'm trying to think if I am where. I was trying to just play it in my head. I turned to Jacques.
Produce the crystal.
I don't know where. I know he had an olive though.
So you guys like need the crystal like right now? Yes, this would be the time. Oh, great. Let me just reach in and get the one for you. I have one. Do you need them all?
Is it?
Yes, I believe we would need them all.
Is it a brown soul crystal by any chance?
They are brown now. The next 3 minutes of your life is very odd.
After he pulls out, I don't know, let's say 5. I kind of.
Is this enough to start?
Yes. I believe we could make an arrangement with this. Of course, if you had any more, I could bring you with a special audience with the mistress herself, and even General Hadar.
What are we talking about?
Well, that's for the VIPs alone. This kind of wealth would be at their hands, but only if you have more to offer. It would probably offer you a discount, and then you would have access to some of their special merchandise. The more mechanical kind.
Oh, I hope they look like bugs, baby.
Some of them do look like bugs.
Yeah, handsome. All right.
These will make me pull more crystals out of my ass.
It's like a bag of holding in there.
More like a bag of pain.
Okay, I think, unfortunately, this is what we are prepared to bargain with today. Perhaps when we see what this can procure for us, we may reconsider.
Of course. I'll let everyone know what you're prepared to offer.
Thank you.
So he writes them some notes from it, and he walks over, and he starts talking to other people, and like they're looking over like this. They're making trade. It looks like they're negotiating as well. And then eventually walks over to the mistress, and he says, explaining what you guys have. And you see, she looks over, and she's like very intrigued. Eventually, well, do you want to role play in the meantime?
I don't want to talk to anybody.
I mean, to each other.
No, I know. I'm afraid like any side conversation is gonna get me to like.
Well, you speak in your mind.
No, I'm out of game. I'm saying I'm afraid that if I have a conversation, like I'm gonna break my instinctual flow right now.
Oh, okay. Okay, so none of you say anything?
He can speak to any of us in his mind.
Yeah.
Good, if you want to. Okay, so time passes, and she walks over. I must say, you are a very interesting being.
Right, thank you.
The wealth you have in these crystals is incredible. I have never seen anything with such a luminescent glow or feel. In fact, I don't know if there's anything like it in the entire galaxy. Where did you get it?
I found it from a man who had traveled from many miles away. He was lost and he did not know where to go.
I would be very interested to know.
I tap Betty and I say, I whisper. I lean in and I whisper to Betty, like I make a show, like as if I'm his advisor, and I say, Betty, if they want any more information, you should demand an audience with the mistress and demand to see these most powerful items.
This is the mistress here.
Yeah, he's talking about...
Oh, you are the mistress.
Right. Before the person was saying, I can give you a private audience because you're in like a group of other buyers around this whole area. A private audience with the mistress and General Haldar. General Haldar is the general that took you in before.
Right. But he also said, we'll show you, like,
Yes.
top
The goods.
things. All right.
Right.
That's what we need to see, Betty.
I appreciate your counsel.
Tony, me as a DM knows that obviously you're playing this part, but I somehow completely believe it, even though it's just Tom with glasses.
Yeah, it is totally believable. It's
amazing.
amazing.
There is the possibility for more of this crystal.
If you could show me that you actually have more of the crystal, I could pull the general myself. And I could show you the rest of our illustrious merchandise, which I must say, I have only showed a handful of times before. And these things will allow you to fight any war necessary or run any major operations. They are of significant size, and their power source is the astral crystals themselves. So, they don't require any sort of real maintenance for many, many years. And a small amount of the astral energy can power the entire device and all the mechanics within. How do you think the dwarves are defeating the elves? You see, we've sold these to almost all of the other civilizations, and we've made deals with them, and it's pretty much guaranteed that no offense to your elven friend over here, but the elves are a dying breed.
Yeah, you can't compete with this kind of firepower, baby, yeah!
Not at all. So why not be on the side that is winning? Soon, the elven realm will be under the control of the Dwarven Empire. And once that happens, the Dwarven Empire will grow and grow and grow. And that is why important people such as yourself should be involved. Own a piece of the future.
Tony, is the mistress dwarven as well?
No, she's human.
No, human.
That's the same
Yeah.
person we spoke to.
Yeah.
Came in.
Yeah. So do you have more of these crystals? This is significant. But for me to bring in the general, I need to have proof that you have the funds to purchase an ancestral machine.
Well, I want to. I want to have some sort of idea. If I had, let's say,
I could sell you our Astral Crystal right now. You, of course, have enough of that.
right,
But when we see someone who has something that is so unique, and the chance you have more, we would like to buy it.
I appreciate it. Mm.
I look over at Jacques.
Doc reaches and starts pulling out more crystals.
2 more, just 2 more.
He pulls out 2 more.
Just as a show of good faith.
I will trust that you have more, as this is substantial. And of course, all different kinds. I will set up the meeting.
Yeah,
The
excellent.
general is speaking with someone else right now, but I should be able to arrange the meeting for right after. Please, walk around, make yourselves at home.
Okay, thank you.
She walks off, and she walks off to a door, opens the door, looks back at you, and like smiles, like she's very excited, and then closes the door and walks in.
I say to Jacques, I'm like,
Don't answer out loud, but how many more do you have? Show me fingers.
I believe there's 17 in total.
and how many are out here?
7.
Okay.
Betty, you must meet with the general by yourself. We know the general. He arrested us.
That's terrible. We're gonna die. This is great. Oh, I wish you would have said that before I said let's meet with him.
You can meet with him.
I look around this room that we're in.
Where are you going to hide when he comes out?
You could go back to the ship. We go back to the ship. Whatever we're gonna do.
Does anyone
Who
here?
does he know? He knows all of us. So we go, and this guy is gonna hold it down.
Do you think we can get away with one of their? I'm asking everybody. Do you think we can get out of here by purchasing one of their ancient ships and a significant cargo of the Astral Crystal for the shield back home?
Can't fly 2 ships.
I'm sure you have many star moths. These ships, you said, it's called a moth, right? You have. I'm sure you do.
The elven ship.
You have lots of ships like that. So who cares? Leave it behind.
Oh,
All right. Okay.
I think the looks we got from the dwarves as we came in suggest that the ship they would give us makes this look like refuse in comparison. Is that the impression? That we were like rolling up in some kind of
Jalopy.
rickety old
You
piece
don't
of
know
garbage?
Well, you don't. It's almost like they see an elven ship. They know they're beating the elves, so it's like, well, there's one of the people we're beating right now. So it's kind of like they're looking at it like the very simpler view, or simpler perspective. And some of them that maybe are a little bit more keen are probably saying that, oh, maybe there's somebody doing business. Look, the elves are selling out. They just don't know what to think. They're just.
What are you prepared to tell the general?
I won't be telling the general anything. Betty. This mistress seems enthralled with you. Use that to your advantage.
How can you not be, baby? Look at this.
I'll give you the 4 flex.
The fourth.
She has already told you how valuable those crystals are to her. Don't forget that.
I know.
She comes back out. The door opens. We are in luck. The general will see you all now.
Betty, if you will.
I'm sorry, all of you will be going with us.
I had heard that someone mentioned the gathering. Is that... we wanted to check that out. It sounds most fascinating.
This is the gathering.
This is the gathering, of course. Well then.
Meaning, everyone, relax. Let's go.
Right this way.
My master Betty performs all of his business by himself.
I'm sorry, but this is a delicate operation. If we start the negotiation this way, this is the way we must finish. See, it is not very commonplace for start splitting up, walking amongst our halls. This place is very sacred, very secret, very precious to us. Please, you'll stay within our careful eye. I'll go up for the meeting.
Of course.
What you have, we will make a great offer.
I appreciate it. Mistress, let me be honest with you. Some of my companions have met your general before. They are nervous.
You will find that the general is all about the gold coin.
Well, we've heard he's a very demanding person. We appear so ill-kept to meet a man of such stature.
He already knows of the trade, and he's already willing.
Might we have time to return to our ship?
I'm
sorry, does all of your auto gnomes do all the speaking for you?
Sorry. You have my apologies, mistress, for
Please,
the impertinence of my
everyone,
gnome.
make your way up.
Allow me to be the first to apologize for my impertinence.
Then please, make your way.
Yes.
Raise your hand if you make your way up the stairs.
A reluctant hand raised by everyone.
There's like a 45-pound weight on Dan's arm. You make your way up the stairs, and you come up into, it's almost like a man who has such great power has carved his throne room out of this unusual place. And he brings you up to a room that's over that bigger room. And again, the glass behind it it looks into the vein that you saw. And around the room, he actually has artifacts and all sorts of things with different cultures, including the elves. You see 7 artifacts of the elves walking into this room, just an all display in different areas. And literally, it's like 10 years worth of work for you. It's just like sitting right there that you could take. And the first thing you go to is that. And you're just amazed. You see he's talking to somebody. This is somebody in a chair that he's speaking to, and he's having like a sit down with them. And he actually has a pipe. And along the walls, all the different decorations, armor, weapons, different stuff. He has a desk where he does his work. And obviously this man is beyond wealthy. You're looking at like the 1% of the 1% of the 1% rich elite, this general, who's just taken the fortress of Dalgon, and apparently he left, and now they're holding the position, you can imagine, because they have the Elven Kingdom where they want. So it's confusing to think of the power that this general has. You walk in the room, and he doesn't see you at first, and he sees you.
He goes, a master of martial arts. I am indeed intrigued to see what you have to offer me. Just finishing up my last meeting, of course.
And you see the other person gets up, and it's your father, King Derridan. And that's where we stop.
Oh my god!
That is great.
Thanks for listening. Check out more shows like this at theaudiodungeon.com.